Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the AC Milan career mode here on FIFA 22. As you can see where we ended off last episode. Actually, I summoned the game in between this, which you didn't see unfortunately. I forgot to record that. But we got a... No, we didn't actually. The other teams I played, so I summoned forward to the Juventus game, which you will see first during this episode. As you were sitting 7th with a decent amount of points and everything we did last episode. Obviously the likes of Napoli etc. played the game in hand, and we'll face Juventus in this episode. And if we can, we'll get into that top 4, top 3 position, which is where I'm hoping to finish off at the end of the season. You can see at the moment we don't have the best defence, we have a pretty decent attack, which is something that I'm happy with scoring our goals, but I'm not happy with the amount we're conceding. It's not many more than other teams. Obviously Roma currently on 15 and Atalanta on 13. But obviously if we were to be conceding less, we'd be winning more games. So hopefully throughout the rest of the season I can improve on the defensive aspect of this team and hopefully win more games due to that. As we don't have a problem scoring goals and creating goals, it's just stopping the opposition from scoring. So probably not the best game to have like the mindset of conceding less, considering we're facing Juventus. I just see we've got down the rest of the table. And yeah, facing Juventus will be a task which is hard to achieve because obviously they're like one of the best teams in Italy. Luckily, you don't have Dusan Vlahovic in this career mode. Obviously he's moved there in real life, but this was before his move, so I didn't manually do that. Yeah, as you know, in the last episode, Fiorentina beat us 3-2, and Vlahovic scored twice. Was one of the main threats in their team. So luckily he's not in their team, because he could, alongside the likes of Dybala and so many other players, he could have like ripped us apart in this game. Yeah, let's get into the gameplay. I believe we go straight into the game. As you can see in the sunset, not in the Sansera, I believe we're not. Oh no, we are actually. Alright, I'm brain. We're not. We're in the Allianz Arena or Allianz Stadium. Forgot what it's called in real life. Obviously, it's not licensed in this game due to obviously Juventus not being licensed in the game. Unfortunately, hopefully that's fixed in the future, so we don't have to see PM1 take out and these awful kits. You can actually see the Juventus badge, Juventus colours and Juventus kits and the stadium and so much more. As you can see early on here, Juventus had a throw in. They play it back, trying to build up pressure here. Ramsey plays the ball forward for Morata, who finds Locatelli. He plays it through to Morata, but Mike Maignan does well to come out and get the ball. And Romagnoli plays the ball out here to Kessié. He holds off Weston McKennie, finds Theo Hernandez. He gets caught on the ball by McKennie. Ramsey looking for a pass. Looks for McKennie but can't find him. We drive with the ball here with Theo Hernandez down this left hand side. Into Kessié. He plays it into Leao. He tries to get around Quadrado. And he shoots. And brilliant save from Chesney there. For a second I thought that shot was going to go in, but Chesney managed to get just about enough on it to make it go over, as you see here in the replay. Unfortunately from the corner we didn't achieve anything, so that's why I didn't show it. But from the corner, we then pick up the ball here from the counter attack they tried to build up. And Raheem drives, finds Ante Rebic, he chips Chesney and puts the ball into the back of the net. I was surprised when that shot went in, because when I went for the chip I wasn't sure it was happening, it would go in. I thought I messed up not going for like a low driven shot or just a power shot, but in the end the chip was the better option, as you'll see here, because Chesney comes out, needs enough gap, just about misses it, and the ball dips in just in time. You'll see from this angle better. Chesney just misses the ball and it dips in the last second to find its way into the side netting. And Rebic celebrates with the rest of the team. Juventus have a corner. I'm going to call it Juventus because I'm going to say P1 Tikashi, which we clear and we find Salamakers, who drives forward with the ball. You can see the overlapping run there from Liao. You look for that. Regani cuts inside of Regani, drives, keeps going, shoots, but Szczesny saves it, and unfortunately Rebic can control the ball in time, and the pass just wasn't what I wanted. Weston McKennie then gets past the ball here down the right hand side, and Theo Hernandez picks the ball off him, and again plays the ball forward looking for Liao, but unfortunately is intercepted by Quadrado. Quadrado then finds Ramsey, edge of the box, into Morata, back to Ramsey. And Aaron Ramsey stopped by Tomori. Then try counter-attack here, looking for the run of Ante Rebic, I believe. No, go it alone with Brahim. Find Rebic here, who shoots and Szczesny saves. Comes to Salamakers, who cuts back. Probably should have crossed it in there, cuts back, and unfortunately they didn't pick up the ball and play it out. They then build up an attack of their own here with Rabiot, who finds Morata into Aaron Ramsey, who finds McKennie. Quite a lot of midfielders in this game. They then play it around here in the box. I'm trying to get the ball off him, and I managed to do that just in time with Romagnoli. You can see here we're calling the attack with Salamakers, who crosses it in to the back post, but unfortunately I think it was Rebic or Liao. One of those two couldn't reach it. From this corner here, we look for the likes of like Tomori, Romagnoli, Cassier. Sorry about that. But Tomori's headed there, stopped by Szczesny, and then Salamakers' shot is saved. I did record these episodes a few weeks ago, so my post commentary here is me also trying to remember what happens. That's why it isn't the best. I'm getting them done now so we can actually start uploading them. Salamakers then cuts in here and pulls off a chip, which finds its way into the back of the net. And for the second time at this game I was surprised the fact that that chip went in. I'm not sure what Szczesny is doing in this game, but he's not playing to his best of his ability. Neither is the defenders, and Salamakers just drives inside, chips it, and Szczesny can't get back in time to scoop that over the bar or just stop it from going in. As you'll see here, it just dips too late, and by the time he gets there, it's in. Juventus then tried to get themselves back in this game, I should say, before half time. With Ramsey driving forward here, but we managed to stop them. And we then try to get the ball forward, but Tonali, his pass is called off due to half time. In the second half here, Juventus build up play here, finding Alvaro Morata, finding Benedeschi. Pulls off a Ronaldo chop into a heel flick, back to another Ronaldo chop. Not really doing much, but just doing skills for the sake of it. Speaking of that, I do the same. And I lose the ball, then a little bit of a scuffle here. And we managed to, I believe, clear the ball here. Go under pressure, and we get the ball here with Rebic. Lose it, win it back. And then play it into Rafael Leao. He has the option to cut back. Does it. And then drives back in, cuts back inside, looks for a shot which is blocked. And then it comes to the edge of the box and they then play it out and come forward here. Benedeschi, Ramsey and Morata. Ramsey on the ball here, actually one of the most dangerous players in this game, apparently. Plays it over to Rabiot here. He finds Locatelli, back to Rabiot. The back heels it over to Morata. And we get the ball away here, no we don't. Goes back to Ramsey, and then back to Rabiot. And it's an easy save. And then come under pressure again here, with Morata coming forward. He cuts in, but Romagnoli gets a tackle in just in time, and Salamakers just drives at the wall and causes him to kick it out, which we get a goal kick. As you can see, the ball gets brought on for Morata. Not sure why he isn't starting. And the likes of Ramsey are. You can see some decent passing play from them, bringing it forward with Dybala. Theo Hernandez gets beaten here. Locatelli comes inside, looks at Dybala, but Romagnoli steps in. We get the ball away with Tonali. Rebic looks for another over the top ball, where it gets intercepted. Milan gets bodied off the ball there, and Rabiot drives at the ball, looking to create space, plays a free ball towards the ball there. Thought about bringing Milan out, but I realised he won't be able to get there in time, and Calabria as well to stop Bernardeschi. Tonali gets swarmed, and Calabria hit as well again, causing, unfortunately, we can't see the corner, but they didn't do anything from it. And this is the next highlight. They bring the ball forward, but we intercept. Theo Hernandez and links up with Leao here, rather nicely, with a ball that could have gone out, but it was just about kept in. And Leao's skill didn't really work because it obviously was stopped. And they build up play here with Chiesa, who's now on the pitch, and Arte. And the shot was blocked there, and then my clearance didn't really go as far as I wanted it to. And here, at the very end of the game, we're trying to get the ball away, and we do with Theo Hernandez. And the referee blows it full time, so we get a 2-0 win. And both goals were chipped, which is not what I expected going into this. As you can see, we go into negotiations for a player, which we'll see in a second. And there he is, Tete. Obviously in the last episode I said I was interested in signing him, so I'm looking to sign him. As you can see, we're looking to get him under his market value. Now for 17.5 million, and Shakhtar Donetsk accept. Then go into contract negotiations for Tete. He's going to be offering rotation. And very quickly he become like a first team player if he outgrows Salamakers or outperforms him. So we'll start the one who performs the most. You can see it's a rather cheap contract considering player of his quality. I was willing to accept that, and as you can see here, he's an exciting prospect, kit number 15 at the moment. 21 years old, Brazilian, can play cam, right mid, probably can play on the left as well. I believe I put him on the one that improves his weak foot. So he can do more like with his both feet, so he isn't like stuck on one side. Then we come here to the game against Roma in the San Siro. The second game of this episode. I'm actually quite excited to say that the stadium one day won't be around, because obviously I believe they're thinking about making a new stadium. Obviously Inter and Milan currently share the stadium, so maybe they'll both get their own, or they'll just share the next one. I really like the San Siro stadium. As you can see early on here, we play the ball around with Brahim coming forward. Plays it over the top to Leao, but Mkhitaryan stops that. We then collect the ball again here and go again. Building up play with Brahim into Kessié. Oh, he goes to Leao instead. Leao can then drive into the space and fire a strike, which hits the crossbar.
Well, he must have thought that was in. He struck it so cleanly.
Just right up to date. And they find a gap in the defence.
Roma come on the attack here with Abraham.
Not really the
He
ideal
tries to look for
clearance.
Verratti, but can't find him. Then play a ball forward here looking for Leao. He crosses it in to Rebic, who heads it. It's an easy save for Patricio. Salamakers then brings the ball forward here and shoots, but Patricio makes a good save. Front goal kick here, then hoof it forward looking for Tammy Abraham, who beats Tomori near. Battled the former Chelsea man, and Tomori wins it this time. The ball comes forward here with Brahim and Leao and Kessié going up play. Then look for Kessié, who shoots, and a brilliant strike in the top corner. And as you can see, Kessié salutes the Milan fans. And you'll see in close detail the strike. Brahim lays it off, one touch, bang. Or not bang, so it's not hitting it, but right footed strike into the top corner, across goal. Brilliant finish. And here's Zaniolo comes on, goes forward with Pellegrini, trying to get them back on level terms. Dinks the ball into Zaniolo, who hits the post and unfortunately rebounds back towards him. Just unfortunate there, nothing they could do about that. Tammy Abraham then brings the ball forward, and this is Zaniolo. He finds Abraham here. I then expect him to carry on going forward. But he got back luckily. I copied the pass as well. Brahim then brings the ball forward here. Ball into Rebic. Keeps going forward, dinks it towards the back post. Looking for Leao, unfortunately couldn't find him. Hidden build up play here, looking for another goal, and Tammy Abraham turns and shoots. And similar to the Vlahovic goal, play you wouldn't expect to do that against you. Pulls it off. A quick spin and a first time strike in the top corner.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1 and 2 touch passing, it was absolutely outstanding.
Luckily it wasn't Tomori who got spun, but
He holds off the defender, keeps it some
he
good
spun,
chances and looked
but he
threatening.
Romagnoli.
But they need to be better defensively in the second
We
half.
get lucky here with that
Can't afford to concede
ball.
again.
Luckily keeping in a straight path, not going out of play, but that ball getting stuck between the two players. Leao fires a strike which just about goes over. They didn't bring the ball forward here with Mayoral in the second half. And Tonali does well to stop him. Gets the ball back to Romagnoli. Brings the ball forward here to Salamakers into Brahim. Back into Kessié. And looking for Leao on this run here. I was thinking about shooting, but I cut back here and then fire a shot here. Where it's an easy, gets deflected wide, I should say, for a corner. In front of the corner here, I'm looking for the head of Tomori. Whip it in. Unfortunately, the header just doesn't cause any danger. Able to pass it around, and that's the end of the first half. Or any second now, there we go.
And with that, the first half draws to a close. Circumstances in the Sampdoria game.
You can see early on in the second half here, Roma try to get themselves back on other terms with building up play here in midfield. Looking for Boya Mario here. He finds Tammy Abraham out wide. But Tomori again beats his former teammate and apparently gives away a foul. Not really sure what for. Needed to get the ball. And then whipping across. It gets cleared only as far as the midfielder. Mayoral and finds Pellegrini. And it's a bit of a physical scrap here for the ball. You can see here Calabria as well. No, it's Romagnoli actually. Oh, it is Calabria. As well to win the ball. Brings it forward, but unfortunately gets stopped there. Zaniolo then picks up the ball. Why did I say level terms earlier? I'm sorry about that. I meant to say like get them one more ahead. As you can see here, they get the chance to do that here with Tammy Abraham. But Mike Maignan makes a great save. But unfortunately, nothing you could do about the second shot.
Good use of it. They really have played some good attacking football.
Then coming the attack here, Roma just extremely dangerous in this game. Their front line is just good. They were just playing great football here, and Mike Maignan says he's going 4-1 down.
Just about a case of wall-to-wall football live with us here on
As you can see here, El Shawari brings the ball forward, looking for Abraham. Finds it, his ball forward here. Luckily that wasn't a penalty, because well, it could have been. Kessié then plays the ball over the top for Tete here. It's his debut. Just signing obviously from Shakhtar, seeing what he can do. As you can see, he passes it here to Tonali. He finds Kessié. Back to Tonali. He plays the ball into Kessié. I was looking for someone else, but Kessié then picks up the ball. Plays it back to Leao. Unfortunately, too much was done and they clear it. Tomori gets the better of Abraham here, I should say. Raheem then finds Tete, who just passes player. Does the same again, drives into space, fires a strike, which just about goes wide. Tete on his debut, looking dangerous, drives forwards again into space. Plays it here. Plays a pass into Brahim, he shoots, but it's a good save. That was the end of the game. Don't know why I cut it there, but apparently I did. And with Sim here against Venezia, and Tete scores his first goal for us. Then here against Hellas Verona, a win. And then go into the transfer hub, and you're probably wondering why I'm doing this, and you'll see in a minute. You see I looked through options, and I was looking at peer shares here. And the likes of Markovic, Snatalo, just backup centre backs, and Bastoni. An option I could sign. Obviously plays for Inter. Would be a rather controversial signing if I did. But a player I would be interested in bringing in. He's a very good centre back in this game. I know that. I signed him in a Real Madrid Career mode, like towards the start of the game, and he was very, very good. So maybe I'll bring him in, maybe I won't, who knows. Well, I do know the answer, but I won't give that away, obviously. But I can tell you one thing, I don't bring in this window. You can see a couple of deals happening. Players I was interested in. Gavi could be an interesting signing. It's like a backup midfielder. Same with Paqueta here. Bring in another Brazilian to bring in like Kaká type player. Obviously we have Tete here, who's more like a Ronaldinho. But Paqueta could be that Kaká. And we could give him, I believe he was number 22 when he played for AC Milan. Obviously former AC Milan Paqueta is as well. Obviously really finding his form and his talent over in Lyon. Doing quite well for himself over there. As you can see, a couple of players bringing moves. I'd have to spend a lot of money to bring Julian Alvarez in, which is something I don't think I want to do because it just isn't really a signing that fits. Obviously in real life he's moved to Man City. Well, he isn't moved yet, but he will move in at the start of next season. I've used him in this game and he is very, very good. I used him in a West Ham career mode, and he just scored every chance he got pretty much. And it was so easy to create chances with him because he was really fast, and I improved his strength and his dribbling capabilities. So there's nothing you couldn't do. He was basically like Aguero. Alexander Isaac here, the next Zlatan. If I wanted a tall, pacey striker, maybe I could bring him in. I kind of like Robic at the moment. But maybe if I wanted to bring in the next great speed, he could be the option. Well, he basically is the only option. You can see here you got Vinicius Junior and Neymar, just as like dream signings for this team. If I want to like spend big on a player, but I don't think I'll do that for a very long time. Coming to the end of the episode here, you can see the league table. We're now in 4th. Obviously had a win and a loss in this episode. We beat Juventus, who are below us, and we lost to Roma, who are ahead of us. Obviously Roma were unbeaten before this or last episode, but they have lost, so they've lost that unbeaten record, I believe. They were, anyway, I know they were unbeaten at one point. And we have improved defensively, in a way. In a game against Juventus was a plus, but the one against Roma was sort of negative, because we conceded 3 goals. And only scored 1. Which is how I expected the one against Juventus to go, and the one against Roma I expected to go the other way around. But, you know, it's FIFA at the end of the day, anything can happen. And yeah, we'll come to the end of the episode here, so don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow the socials in the links below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.